broadcast live. Hey, hey. Tiny.
Hey, what's up? I'm sitting here with international superstar YCee, and he's in the country for a few hours, and we managed to catch him. We're going to be following him today as he does radio interviews, TV interviews, anything a star does. We wouldn't know, but let's go.
Let's go. I put my hands on your body. Don't be scared, don't you worry. I don't wanna wait for nobody. I just wanna dance with you, mommy.
I only go where I have to be.
And where you pay to. That's
exactly,
true.
yeah.
Because you have to protect your reputation. Next thing you get sloshed and it's like, did you see? Yeah, that makes sense actually.
Yo, that's hectic.
One would assume though that you're always out because like you're in the industry.
It's stressful.
Too much sauce, too much juice. Too much juice, too much sauce. Too much sauce, too much juice. Too much juice, too much sauce. Too much sauce, too much juice. Number one, none dada.
Good, how are you? This one's like you.
Oh, okay.
This is for YCee, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Ain't nobody but a dime. Ain't nobody but a dime. Real quick.
Yes, man, this is Vol from 88.1 here at Feel It, Live It. As I have promised you, a guest is in the studio. An international artist, voice of its brought just for you. And an African pop artist born and raised in the city of Lagos in Nigeria. First ever headlined concert on the 12th of January in London with some top Nigerian entertainers. Such as the likes of YCee. And he's in the studio himself. I will let the man speak for himself. YCee.
Yeah, what it do?
How are you?
I'm good, I'm good. Feels good to be back here. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
It's been a long minute.
Shout out to one woman out and more of me, want more of me. But honestly, nowadays a lot of y'all be boring me. Right now the hip-hop game's been ignoring me. Act like they don't see what the boy be doing globally.
I'm sitting here with YCee, filling up with a cup of coffee after the long day we had. I had a long day, bro. Like, how do you do this every day?
I mean, today was actually quite light, you know.
Yeah?
We didn't have any rehearsals or shows performances to go to. So, you know, this was actually a very chill day. So that's why I'm just, you know, I'm like, what else? What else you got?
What? No, I can't. No. I think my life is super boring. I sit in the office the whole day and that's my vibe. This is superstar level. How are you finding your millionth trip in South Africa this time?
I mean, you know, I think this by far has been, you know, one of the best. I've been able to get a lot of work done in such a short period of time, but also at the same time, you know, I've been able to just also catch a vibe and just chill and have a good time.
Yeah. You've come such a long way since that guy that did Jagaban like 2-3 years ago actually. I thought about it, I was like, did you ever think that one, that song would pick up like that, and two, that your career would, I don't want to say switch, but like you're a superstar now, you know? Yeah. Did you ever see that coming?
I mean, eventually, you know, the only question was when was it going to happen, you know, how long it was going to take. And I won't lie, you know, from 2015 to 2018, in the space of 3 years, a lot has actually happened. Like, so much has been going on. Like, sometimes I wake up in the morning and I'm like, yo, what happened last night?
Yeah.
Like, did this really happen? I have to actually go through my phone and see, oh, it actually happened. So, I mean, it's been a really fun journey. You know, there's always ups and downs, but I mean, I've been learning every step of the way, always trying to better myself in every area I fall short in. And you know, I just feel blessed to have a strong working team that is all about my success and believes in me almost more than I believe in myself. So that's why I'm able to achieve so much within that time.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you, you know, there's an inherent hustler in a lot of Nigerian musicians. And when we talk about the South African music scope, people are always saying, you know, the Nigerians got it right. They're taking their sound to the world. What do you think is the difference between South African artists and Nigerian artists, and why is it that you guys are able to crack the world more than or faster than we are?
Well, I think I would say, you know, the reason Nigerian music has been spreading as fast as it has been spreading, we owe it all to the fact that almost in every part of the world you find Nigerians. And with the fact that there's Nigerians in every part of the world, there's Nigerians listening to Nigerian music, making sure that, oh, you know, whether they're in school, you know, their roommates are listening to the music they're listening to, or, you know, at work, their work people are listening to. So, I mean, it's like the Nigerian community is like an ambassador for the music, regardless of whether you're into music or not. So I think with the rate at which we've spread across the world, it's been easier for the music to travel, because once a song gets big in Nigeria, you know, people are talking to their families and they're like, oh, this the Bond song, this YCee song, this YCee song, and you know, it's able to spread, and before you know it, you know. But I think South Africa has stepped up on the global stage, you know, because right now in Africa, Nigerian music, Ghanaian music, South African music, Tanzanian music, you know, they've been able to export to the world, and we've also had the world looking at Africa to see, okay, what's the next big sound, who's the next big artist. So it's really not just about Nigerian music, but also I think South African music is getting up there on a global level.
I heard a birdie tell me that you were in studio with Gemini Major and Casper Nyovest.
Yeah.
You better spill it, boy.
I mean, yo, big shout out to Gemini Major.
Yeah.
Gem is he's top for me, because you know, he produces, he sings, he raps and everything, and he's absolutely good at what he does.
Yeah.
So, you know, prior to this trip, me and Gemini connected over, I think, Instagram, and you know, we've been exchanging emails and exchanging music. So we haven't really been able to record up until this trip, and
Yeah.
I'm glad, you know, we got to be in the studio and exchange vibe and feed off each other's energy. So, I mean, I hit him up. Oh, he hit me up actually. Or I don't know, we hit each other.
Yeah, it's somewhere in the vibes.
Yeah, and you know, he was like, he wants to catch a vibe, like, what am I doing? So I just finished up at the Big Brother thing, and he told me it was at Casper's place, and I was like, oh, dope, man, you know. So he pulled up there, and Casper was absolutely welcoming. Like, he has an amazing and genuine spirit. And I mean, one thing about Casper, you know, this guy is casually at home on his phone looking at pictures of stadiums. I think,
That's so crazy.
like, you know, I was like, I felt really, you know, motivated when I saw that. I'm like, whoa, you know, he's really about that. Like,
Yeah.
he's always pushing. So I mean, Cass he's an amazing guy. His energy is amazing. He was super welcoming, and you know, I was in the studio with Gemini. I also go in the studio with Cly and Pretty Ugly.
Shit.
Been in the studio.
Yeah.
I linked up with Gemini again. Linked up with Nasty C. So it's been, that's why I said within a short period I was able to do so much, and you know, I feel really, really good about it.
Your music is so versatile. You sing really well and you rap really well, and you also fusion a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you describe yourself as? Are you an Afrobeat artist? Are you a rapper? And I know it's difficult to say, but I mean, how do you describe yourself?
For lack of a better word, I would say Afro trap artist.
Okay.
Because, you know, I mean, I think rap is such a serious genre that even back home, I get a lot of, you know, I'm under a lot of fire that, oh, YCee's not a rapper. Don't call YCee a rapper. Don't call YCee a rapper.
I hear you.
But I'm just, you know, I'm all about amazing music. Like, if it sounds good, I'm always down to make music. So, I mean, regardless of whether I'm rapping or I'm singing or I'm
Which do you
rapping.
prefer? Which do you prefer?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, you know, when my voice when I wasn't really that good at singing, I mean, I was a rapper's rapper, but now that I can actually do it, you know, 9 times out of 10, I'm usually singing more than I'm rapping, but
Yeah.
when I need to be rapping, I know that, you know, I have to come correct, so I always
So I
come
can call you if I need backup in a cipher.
Yeah, sure, I mean,
All right.
definitely. You know.
All right. Love it. Your EP did amazingly well.
Yeah.
Juice also did for me double. It's like the new age Jagaban. It literally just caught its own fire around the world. It's been insane. And you also got on BBC One Extra. Are you still on there?
Yeah, I mean, you know, the funny thing is, a lot of people ask me this because they thought I worked there. I don't.
Well, I mean, I know you fill in
Yeah,
for
I feel
every
it, yeah, you know, so from time to time. But anytime I'm in London, I'm always like, yo, guys, I'm coming in tomorrow. You got a job for me and everything.
Yeah.
I like being on radio. You know, I enjoy interviews on radio when, you know, the interviewer is asking sensible questions. Because radio for me is something that has always been a part of my life. Like, from growing up, you know, my mom always had a little radio whenever she was, you know, working on her sewing machine. So I was always listening to radio, listening to presenters and everything. So when I was asked to do the editing the first time, because I went there for an interview and I'd already left. So they called me back and they were like, not to impose, but if I want to. And I was like, yeah, I came back and I did it, and they were really impressed. And after that, you know, like a week later, they actually gave me like a show. They were like, okay, Edu's gonna be out of town, so you can just come in and host it. And I was like, oh wow.
Yeah.
So I've actually done that about like 3-4 times, and you know, I feel good to know that, okay, eventually when I get too old to jump on stage and keep doing what I do, I can, you know, get behind the mic on radio.
I love that. I love it. Almost like a passion that you didn't know you had found you.
Exactly.
That's powerful. You're getting ready for your album. We heard some exclusives in the car.
Yeah.
First heard in South Africa on Flickr on Live. How's that going? I mean, at what point do you decide that I'm ready for the album? I mean, you've been enjoying so much success on not, your catalog is not that big, you know what I'm saying? Like you know, you have artists that have been doing 5 years run on singles, but you've been doing like 3 years run on singles, and you dropped a dope EP. How do you know you're ready for the album?
I feel, you know, one thing about albums is there's two ways to look at it. An album could either be an introduction of an artist. Like, say for example, if I was coming out with Jagaban and I came out with an album of like 14 songs, so that people have an idea of the sound I'm trying to push. And there's another angle of looking at it where, okay, you want to at least build your buzz to the level where you know your fan base is a lot bigger, and when you drop the album, the fan base is going to push it, and there's also going to be a new audience that's going to, you know, welcome it. So I feel I've been able to, you know, put out singles on singles on singles, so there's no question on my talent to deliver when it comes to singles. Now the next question is, can YCee put out an amazing album? So that's why I've taken so much time, I've recorded so much music, you know, and the angle I'm coming at it is it's pretty much going to be a balance of, you know, me rapping and me singing. So I want an album that's gonna, okay, if you want to listen to rap, the first half songs on the album, that's for you. If you want to listen to singing, the second half songs on the album, just something like that. So everyone is involved, not a situation where, oh, you know, I'm going to put out a rap album for only the rap fans, and, you know, the fans that have been promoting the mainstream music that have made it such a big success feel left out.
Yeah. That's powerful, man. I'm proud of you. It's
Thank
always
you.
dope to watch people that you feel like you come up with. You don't know we exist, but we're there with you.
I mean, well,
as you go up.
Yeah,
So
true,
that's really dope. It's good to actually finally meet you.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to hear what the album is gonna sound like. I'm so proud of you.
It's gonna be top.
Yeah.
Top.
Wait, hold up. Are the Gemini Nasty features on the album?
Most likely.
Exclusive.
Most likely. Fingers crossed.
Thank you so much, man.
Thank you for having
Keep
me.
safe. Do your thing. We're watching. Come back.
No worry. When next I have a really busy day, I'm gonna have you guys come through and see if you can keep up.
Look, okay? I can do this if I want to.
Yeah, dope. I like that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tell myself say bye bye. Sweet girls on deck, and you know you wanna say bye bye. Gang, I need you, I'm a baby mama, say bye bye. Sweet girls on deck, and you know you wanna say bye bye. They wanna say bye bye.
Broadcast live